There were a lot of stocks in the red today, and yes, AMC was one of them. But look, one red day doesn't mean the fun is over. One red day doesn't mean the gains are gone. So in this video, we're going to talk about a couple things that are going on with AMC here, what the analysts are saying, and really why they're trying to deter us from continuing to invest in these stocks. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. We're going to grow our portfolios together, and we're just going to grow together. Now, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, become a bro, and let's grow together. All right, let's talk about AMC, GameStop, what's going on here. Is this the short squeeze? Kind of everything bundled together and what's happening, whether or not we should continue holding. I'm going to tell you right now, diamond hands are forever, and diamond hands make the gains. Now look, we had a great day yesterday. GameStop and AMC were both up big yesterday. And look, there were a lot of people that wanted to take their profits and get out of the move today, so we saw the price of AMC go lower while GameStop ended a little bit higher. Okay, yes, it was down from after hours trading yesterday and pre-market trading this morning. I believe we hit somewhere close to $200 in aftermarket and pre-market trading. And then we ended, like at $108 for GameStop. And AMC dropped to around $8.29 at the close. And I think it's down slightly in after hours trading right now. But one of the things that I like about it is the volume. Trading volume was up today. Now, what does it mean when we see trading volume increasing? It means that more people are interested in the stock and more people are trading that stock. Now, why is this a good thing even if the stock price is going lower? It means it's a good thing because people aren't losing interest in it, okay? It's becoming a trade. When a lot of people are trading the stock, it means that people are buying, and it also means that people are selling, okay? Volume is how many shares were traded during the day. And as you can see on the graph, I'm not going to put it up here, but you guys can pull up a graph if you want. It's good to use like a month graph or a 3-month graph, and you can kind of see end of day bars on there. And you can see that for the last, I think, 5 days, volume has been rising, and the price has been rising too, except for today, right? Today was a profit-taking day. Now, what does tomorrow hold? Nobody can predict the future with certainty, but look, if more and more people continue to trade and more people really jump on board with what's happening here, the stock price could go up. And that's exactly where we want it to go, right? Nobody wants the stock price to go down. We want it to go up. We want to make money. Now, how do we get there? I'm not exactly sure of what the numbers are right now on the short interest by the institutions and all that, because look, even if you read the numbers that are out there, half of them are probably lies anyway, because the hedge funds and the institutions wanted to take that fee instead of actually reporting on what their short interest was, so people lost interest and they didn't continue to hold, so the short squeeze would take place. Well, look, yesterday with GameStop jumping up like 5x, going all the way up to $200, and AMC rising yesterday, we know that the play isn't over. And what are the analysts saying? The analysts are saying, these are just a bunch of trades by a bunch of kids on Reddit, and some people are trying to blow it off, like some media outlets are trying to blow it off. It's just a bunch of retail traders, a bunch of kids getting together and really gambling in the stock market. And that's not what's happening here, okay? That's not what a short interest or a short squeeze is. It's not a gamble. I know in almost all the videos here we talk a little bit about what short squeezing is, but it's necessary, because when people are saying that you're gambling on the stock market and you're sitting there and you're gambling in these quote-unquote meme stocks, look, a short squeeze happens because institutional investors shorted that stock in hopes that they would buy it back at a lower price later. Well, they're obligated to buy that stock back at a later date. It's an obligation, okay? It's not like, well, I'll think about buying it back. They have to buy that stock back. And if the owners of the stock say, we're not selling, the institutions have to continue to raise the price infinitely until they run out of money, until people are willing to sell. And look, if nobody is ever willing to sell, then the market makers call those out or call those stocks back and literally make the institutional sellers buy it at the maximum price before they, go bankrupt and there's no money left for them. So it's an obligation to buy, and therefore it's not a gamble if nobody is willing to sell. Now, of course, there's going to be people who are taking profits and willing to sell on the way, and that's where the whole paper hands name came from, and it's calling those people out that are willing to sell, quote unquote, too early to get out of their position and either make up a profit or take their loss, whatever it is, whatever the reason is that they're willing to sell. It doesn't have to be that way during a short squeeze when these buyers or these sellers technically are obligated to become buyers. So that's, in a nutshell, what short squeeze is and what short selling is. So let's talk about one other thing that the analysts are saying right now. They're saying that if you're thinking about jumping into GameStop or if you're thinking about jumping into AMC, you shouldn't do that. Why? They're saying because you should look at the underlying business and you should make your investments based on that and not based on what some page on Reddit says or what some social media platform says to do. Well, let's talk about the underlying business right here, right? During 2020, during the COVID pandemic, all the movie theaters had to shut down. We knew that it was going to be a bad time for places like movie theaters, retail stores, airlines, cruise lines. All of those different industries were going to get hit, okay? And they did. The price of AMC dropped to around $2 per share. There was a lot of heavy short selling by the institutions, which drove the share price down even further. Now let's look at the underlying business, right? They used a lot of the gains in the stock price to issue new shares, to cover some of their debt obligations, to restructure their business a little bit. And you need to ask yourself the question, okay? After this pandemic is over, which it will be, okay? We're not going to be living in a world for the rest of our lives where you can't go into a store or you can't go into a movie theater and things are closed. I mean, just fathom that, okay? The pandemic will end, things will open back up, and what is one of the first places that people are going to go once they're allowed to go there and the fear of the pandemic is no longer around? Movie theaters, right? What do you do on the weekends? You go to the movies. What do you do for date night? You go to the movies. It's like, do people expect movie theaters to just completely disappear? Absolutely not. So as long as AMC can survive the pandemic, as long as they can survive the lockdowns, quarantines, restrictions, and everything that's going on right now, they're going to open back up. So think about that. If they were $2 a share because of the pandemic and because of the short selling, do we really expect them to continue trading at a low share price for the rest of eternity? I would say no, okay? So if you're betting on the underlying business, bet on the underlying business post-pandemic, not during pandemic or anything like that. That's what you're playing for there, and that's what you're investing in if you're following those analysts' advice and investing in the business. Yeah, it's been a tough year for them. It's been a tough year for absolutely almost every industry and every person out there. We know this. So guys, I want to know right now, let us know in the comments if you plan on going to the movies when the movie theaters open back up. Post-pandemic, whatever it is, let us know if you plan on going to the movies. That should be an indicator that the movie theaters aren't dead. If you hold AMC stock, if you've got those diamond hands, if today doesn't scare you because today was a profit-taking day and we're getting rid of the paper hands out there, also let us know that in the comments down below, because look, you guys inspire us to be better investors. And the holding and the diamond hands and all of your stories about how many what gains we've been able to experience so far and really coming together as a community makes us better, makes us stronger, and really inspires us to do better. So guys, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, become a bro, and let's grow together. And if you're brand new to investing, or maybe you're thinking about trading brokerages, there's a link in the description below for Webull. It's super simple to set up your account, and you're going to get a couple free stocks along the way just for doing so, and it's really going to help pad your portfolio. And if you want to share this video, you guys can do so almost anywhere and tag me at Claybro. I'd love to follow you back and really see what everybody's interested in investing in. So until the next time, guys, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.